A very good afternoon to you in studio as well as viewers at home. We are at the Orlando West Home Affairs branch where, as you're seeing behind me, people are in lines. I'm told that the people that are standing in these lines in particular are here to apply for their unemployment funds, their UIF funds. But scenes that played out this morning, just for a bit of background, we are told that hundreds of people flooded here or flocked to these offices in particular in a bid to try and apply for their birth registrations, as we know that under the lockdown level 5, which took place previously, people were not allowed to register their newborn babies for child birth registration. They could only reissue birth certificates as well as issue out temporary IDs as well as death certificates. So what we are told here that there were so many people trying to insist and force their way in here since the offices are open in the morning, that the Home Affairs official had to resort to calling police to try and assist them with dispersing the crowd. So what we're seeing now are the little people left here just trying to apply for UIF. We can see that the offices have now been closed. The only service that is functioning is the Labour Centre, where people are here lined up for UIF. We've also seen this morning a lot of mothers carrying their toddlers and newborns, which is quite a concern for the officials. Mothers bringing babies as young as 3 days old, just trying to get those birth certificate applications done. Despite the call from the Deputy Minister Njabulo Nzuza telling mothers that they do not need to bring their children to the offices, they can come here by themselves and apply for the birth certificates. So a lot of people here with their children. We do suspect that a huge part of that has to do with the fact that there's been an increase in the child Sasa grants. We know that the beneficiaries from June to October will be an amount of about 500 Rand. So a lot of mothers just trying to get that out of the way. We know that many people rely on those grants just, to feed their families. So what we do know from the officials of what is taking place here is that firstly, this branch is one of the branches, one of the only branches that were functioning during this time since Monday. We are aware that from the officials that many of the branches, the smaller branches around the township, have closed down due to the overwhelming number of people that are coming to their offices, trying to get their admin out of the way. So this is currently one of the branches that everyone has resorted to come to, and you can imagine the amount of people that are coming here, people from as far as Lenasia and Eldorado Park who do have branches and small branches rather in their districts, but are coming here to receive assistance. So those are one of the points that the officials made, that there is quite an overwhelming number of people coming from as far as the east as well, I'm told, who are trying to get mostly childbirth registrations that they couldn't get down during the level 5 lockdown. We also understand that only a third of the staff is allowed to work, while the rest are working remotely from home. So the officials are saying that is taking a huge strain on them, because a lot of manpower, most of the 22 people, for example, at this branch, only 16 are working from here, while others are based from the clinics and hospitals, trying to limit the number of people coming here for childbirth registration. So the officials have told me that from Monday, they've dealt with a large number, an influx of people coming here and have to find different strategies from Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday as well as today as to how they will cope with a large number of people. Also, people not observing social distancing was a concern for the officials, who tried to come out and assist people who are queuing in the different queues for different services, just to stand a meter away from each other, but also that was not observed, as well as try and limit the number of people who are going into the branch, which many, according to officials, many people do not understand why about 10 people are allowed into their branch at a time. They also had to have a cut-off time by about 3:30 in the afternoon. So many of the people returning here may have been here since Monday and turned back home and had to return on Tuesday, Wednesday, and again today, which may have, aggravated and frustrated a lot of people who have been trying to get this done since Monday. So the officials are saying, those are many of the concerns that they have. Another concern that they have is Demostats that they have not received at this branch in particular. I remember when we were here a month ago with Deputy Minister Njabula Nzuza, those are one of the grievances that were listed by the officials, who said they cannot work without these thermostats because they need to ensure safety for themselves as well, ensure that they're letting in people who are in healthy conditions, and to protect everyone here as well as other clients who are also here for the services that are being rendered at Home Affairs. So the officials are saying to me that they might find themselves in the same position as those in the other branches who have closed their doors due to the overwhelming number of people that are coming to their offices. She has called, said that she's hoping that the deputy minister will take these issues into consideration and perhaps increase the number of staff that is allowed to work here, just to try and alleviate the strain and the number of people that need their services rendered. So many of the people here waiting here behind me of what you're seeing now is mostly for the Labour Centre. Most have been turned back home and asked to return again tomorrow. The officials are saying they hope that tomorrow will be a better day for them, that people will adhere to the regulations and the restrictions that have been put out, and people will be more understanding of the fact that they cannot let too many people into the branch office, and as well as adhere to social distancing. The department has also noted that they have had a backlog during the time of the lockdown. So the officials are saying that they are quite overwhelmed with the number of services that need to be rendered due to the backlog that took place, as well as numbers that are accumulating now under the level 4 lockdown. So we will try and speak to the department whether or not they are aware of these issues and what they plan to do going forward to try and alleviate some of the issues that have been noted. Let me just step out of the shots for the car that is going in to the branch there, to try and alleviate the stress and the strain that is being taken now by their employees, as well as how soon they'll be able to get those thermostats in, because we understand that they were not allowing people in due to the fact that they do not have those thermostats, which they made quite clear during the visit that the Deputy Minister made, that they need to continue working efficiently. But that's it from here. Back to you in studio.